If you're wondering what it takes to live the Massachusetts lifestyle, don't go anywhere. We've got you covered. Hey everyone, my name is Matt Swierk and I'm a local real estate expert with the Legacy Star team powered by Keller Williams right here in Massachusetts. So if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything about eating, playing, sleeping, drinking, working, and the cost of living, then make sure you tap that subscribe button. Click the little bell so that way you'll be notified every time we put out a new video about Massachusetts. We've honestly been getting a lot of calls about people looking to relocate to the area, come check out the area, see what it's all about, and we absolutely love it. If you have any questions, what you're going to want to do, give us a call. You can send us a text. You can write us an email. You can write us a letter. You can use smoke signals. I mean, you send it to us. We're going to get it. I just want to let you know if you have questions and you want to come to Massachusetts, we got you back. All right, so we're talking about the cost of living, right? And we got to talk about one of my favorite things. You think it's sports, it's food. So as you can see in our state, it's just like every other state. The closer you get to the major cities, the more expensive your food's gonna cost. So if you're outside in the suburbs, your average entree at a pub or a restaurant, you're looking anywhere from $12 to $20 a plate, right? And as you come closer to the major cities, that cost is gonna go up just a little bit. You're looking $15, $25. We have so much food to offer. You wouldn't think about Massachusetts and think food, except for, of course, clam chowder, lobster rolls, fried clams. And each part of our state has its own little flavor. We have a family of 4. I got 2 little girls, and I have an amazing wife. If we're going grocery shopping and we're eating healthy, we're definitely spending about $220 a week. The great thing is we have a lot of farm stands all over the place, and you don't have to drive too far to get some really great local produce, even if you're in the city. As far as our utilities, we're probably, my house, we're spending about $110 a month on electricity, propane. We have propane at our house, $2.89 a gallon. Oil's like $2.98 a gallon, and then the local municipalities, whatever their rates are as far as different things are concerned. So our energy costs aren't skyrocketing. So we have incredible schools here. We have an incredible medical facilities and hospitals in the area, and that's, I think, because of all that, we definitely get a little bit of a break because of the amount of competition. Another thing that's really interesting as far as Massachusetts, you've probably heard this already, our housing costs are a little bit higher than the rest of the country. So as far as our housing costs are concerned, most people are going to tell you that, before you even come here, you're like, yes, our housing costs are much higher than the rest of the country. Some of it's almost double. The national average for a home is about $200,000, and we average about $407,000. And of course, the pricing of homes is going to vary, again, depending on how close you are to the city or how further out you are. So you get a lot more bang for your buck being outside what's called the 95 belt or the 495 belt. We can talk about different maps in the state at a different point in time. But a lot of people, if you're not ready to buy a house here in Massachusetts and you're looking to just rent, depending on where you are, anywhere from the central part of the state all the way over to the eastern part of the state, you're looking anywhere from $1,200 all the way up to $3,600 for a 2-bedroom. You can get a good mortgage for that amount of rent, but some people just want to, test the areas before they actually pull the trigger to move to the state. And again, as far as property taxes, another thing, taxes are definitely high in Massachusetts. We have property taxes, we have sales taxes, we have gas taxes, we have cigarette taxes, we have take-a-breath taxes. Just kidding. So definitely our property taxes are going to range, anywhere, same parts of those states I was talking about, from the central all the way to the east coast or the eastern part of the state. You could be paying anywhere from $5,000 all the way to $12,000 as far as taxes. So we definitely earn our name as far as Massachusetts. 20 years ago, the commuter rail, to go from central Mass into the city, you're looking like $12 for a ticket. Cost of living's gone up. Now in the year 2020, that same ride is about $30. All right, let's talk about the subway, the T. All right, the T is made up of all these different lines. We have the red line, we have the green line, we have the blue line, the orange line, the silver line. We have all these little trolleys that travel all over the place. It is super confusing. To ride the T, we have our little rechargeable Charlie cards, and $10 pretty much that will get you a week or two of travel if you're casual, a couple days of travel if you're going pretty frequent. I'll touch on parking real quick. If you're going to some of those events, going to see the Patriots, you could pay up to $50 to park. Going to see the Bruins or the Celtics, you'd be paying $40. Jumping on the train, taking the commuter rail and spending a couple bucks, or just jumping on the train with your Charlie card, in and out are pretty quick. You don't have to worry about that. And if you had a drink or two, then you're pretty safe. Another thing that's, like I said, that we love about our state are sports, right? We have all the 4 major sports, and we even have soccer. We have the Patriots. We have the Bruins, we have the Red Sox, we have the Celtics, and the couple teams actually play right in downtown Boston. So we have the TD Garden, right, and that is where the Bruins play and the Celtics play. Now, as far as those venues or that venue itself, you can get a pretty cheap ticket. You maybe $50-$60 if you're behind a pole. I'm just kidding. If you want to sit in the upper deck or the bleacher area of the garden, you're basically going to be, you could be doing anything from, like I said, $40 to $80 depending on what the event is, right? Getting towards the playoffs, those tickets go through the roof. You can be down on the ice right on the boards there, or right on the court side. You're looking anywhere from $200 to $250 per ticket. So if you're going to bring your entire family, definitely reach out to me. I'll give you a good mortgage company because you're going to need a second mortgage to go to that game. Just kidding. Now, if we're going to travel a little bit further out to the west, not too far, we're going to go hit Fenway Park. Fenway Park, awesome ballpark. One of the great classics. So Fenway Park, you're looking Red Sox tickets again, depending on who's coming to play. If we're going against our favorite team, the Yankees, those tickets are going to be through the roof. If you're just going to an average game, you might be paying $80 to go check out that team, and a lot of fun there. And we've done a lot as far as that stadium and the areas around it. So definitely a great time to go check out a Red Sox game. We have our beloved Patriots, right, that play at Gillette. Gillette is a fantastic stadium. Years ago when they put that thing up, it dwarfed our little tiny Sullivan Stadium. Now, it's fun, but it's expensive. You're looking, you could spend anywhere $15 to $20 just for one beer going to a game. Those tickets, you can average $100 to $150 a seat, that's not really close. And, you can definitely spend up to, probably a couple $100, maybe even $1,000 to get really close on a really good game. As far as the different activities to do in our state, we have so much to offer, and one of the things, and we'll talk about this in a different video, one of the things that's great about Massachusetts is we have so many other states around us, so it's really easy to go out and travel. Some of my favorite activities, Museum of Science, the Boston Aquarium, Museum of Fine Arts. Definitely funny as a kid, the aquarium was gigantic. Now I bring my kids there and I'm like, this place is so small. Now, if I'm going to bring my family over to the Museum of Science, right, we have a lot of great exhibits that constantly change. You're looking anywhere, probably $29 for an adult ticket, $25 for a child. The great things about all our museums is our local libraries give a lot of discounts, and there's a lot of discounts to go and enjoy these venues. Museum of Fine Arts, I really love that place as well. You're probably looking $25 for an adult, $23 for a child. The aquarium, one of my absolute favorites. You're looking at $23 for a child to come in there, $32 for an adult. There's a lot of different activities that are there, like a seal show and different things you can go see. So it's definitely worth it. You can put your hands in with sharks and all that fun things like that. They're not going to bite you. Now we're going to actually talk about beer. Here in Massachusetts, that's one of our staples. We, of course, one of our founding fathers, Sam Adams. We have a brewery right in Jamaica Plain, which is a little part of Boston. The local breweries, if you're going to go there and have your own craft beer, that they brew themselves, you're looking at maybe $5 or $6 just for those. If you have that same Sam Adams in one of the major establishments, you might be paying $10 for that beer, right? Some of your basic domestic beers are anywhere from $4 to $7. We have a lot of local breweries. There's some great ones in the region. Now, talking beverages, let's talk coffee, right? We got to sling some mud across the country over at Starbucks and these other ones over on the West Coast. There was what's called Seattle's Best Coffee or something like that. I used to live in Seattle for a short amount of time, and they didn't have our local Dunkin' Donuts, which is now Dunkies, right? That's a staple. So I'm kind of a normal I just want the caffeine. I don't care about the flavor. I'll go to McDonald's. I'm paying $1 for that coffee. However, if I go to the favorite Dunks over Starbucks, that Dunkin' Donuts coffee is probably going to be $3 to $6, depending. You put that fancy flavoring in there and all that fun espressos. Going to Starbucks, you guys know you're probably paying anywhere from $5 to $6 for a cup of coffee. We have a lot of great little coffee houses, and we have a really special one that's out in North Central Mass. So if you want to find out about that, definitely give us a call. I'm not going to give any names right now. If you look at our state, I mean, our costs are definitely higher compared to the rest of the country. However, our wages definitely support that, and it's a great place to be. We're really accessible to everything, and it's really not bad to live here in Massachusetts. We got more people coming than leaving, so we got to be doing something right. So we hope that answers most of your questions when it comes to the cost of living right here in Massachusetts. Reach out to us because we're going to help you find that perfect area to move to live, or just to visit. How are you going to do that? You're going to give us a call. You're going to send us a text. You're going to send us an email. Go ahead, write a letter. We'll get that too. But we really want to make sure that we're your resource for Massachusetts. We got your back with any questions you have. So we're so excited for you to check out this video. We'll see you on the next one.